Welcome to Lab 31, Hydrolysis of a Salt for Honors Chemistry. This is a very simple lab that you're going to do today. The collection of the data will probably take you about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. But in order to collect that data, you need to have some predictions done in advance. This lab will follow up very closely on some of the work that we were doing in class as we finished up the unit. What I want to draw your attention to is these columns here. This is base and acid, parent acid and parent base in particular. In this lab, I'm going to give you 6 different solutions. You see them over here. They will be salt solutions, everything from potassium bromide all the way down here to iron 3 nitrate. What you're going to be doing is testing them with phenolphthalein and pH paper in order to determine if they are in fact an acid, a base, or a neutral solution. In other words, maybe it's just that when these salts are dissolved in water, you do not actually get a neutral solution, as we often think of a salt solution as being neutral, maybe not so much. So in order to determine that, phenolphthalein and pH paper can help you out with that. But what I would like you to do before you start the lab is to make some predictions. If you look at each of these 6 salt solutions, down at the bottom of the page underneath the data table, you have them in a partial equation here where they're dissolved in water. So for the first one, potassium bromide and HOH, otherwise known as water, I would like you to complete the equation showing the parental acid and the parental base, and in that way you will have a sense of if the acid is strong, if the base is strong, and is that combination, would we think, going to give us an acid, a base, or a neutral solution. You're going to put one of those 3, acid, base, or neutral, into this column. This is before you even start the lab. So when you come into class, I expect to see this column, and this column all filled out. And I'll take a look at that, and then I will send you back into lab. So in order to do that, those 3 columns on the lab, if you fill out these equations down below, you'll have a good portion of the lab already completed, even before you take the data in the lab. The procedure is very simple. You're going to add the salt solutions to a spot plate and use the phenolphthalein and pH paper to confirm or change your predictions. You're not going to change your predictions. You're simply going to write your results down here in the last column. This column will be filled as a result of you doing the lab. That's about it. Not much else to say about this. Give it a good try, and we'll see you in lab.